Kia ora, welcome back to Daleys Diary, entry number 8. Today we're going to do a weekly life in progress update, as well as my current books that I'm reading and my current thoughts around my situation at the moment. So it's all has to do with me. Hope you like my glasses. They're prescription, hence why I'm wearing them inside. Just ignore the way I look because it's not really relevant. But what is relevant is the information I'm about to provide. And so, I wanted to briefly touch on this chart that I wrote this morning. Now, as I have been making these videos, I've been more and more just kind of generally just going over what I think, what is relevant for me at that time. But really what I want to start talking about now is kind of the plan. What's kind of my plan going forward, and how do I break the plan down? Here we go the other way. So we've got a plan right here. Well, it's not a plan, this is my chart. So I just want to touch on a couple of the points that I've read here. Now I understand it's a bit messy, but I hope that you can find this information valuable. So at the top we've got, the poor person believes the purpose of money is to pay the bills. Now, I'm not against that, because you've got to start somewhere. You're either in 3 categories. You're a poor person, middle class, or rich. And so the way a poor person thinks is that they believe the purpose of having money is to pay your bills. So say, for example, you get to the end of the week, you get your paycheck, and all you want to do is hand it to all the people you owe money to. So that's that kind of thinking. The person in the middle, the middle class person, believes that the purpose of money is to obtain good credit to purchase the things they cannot afford. So that's like credit cards, going on holidays that you can't afford with a credit card, getting cars out on finance, getting any sort of loan on finance. Say, for example, the whole purpose of a middle class person is to have good credit or good relationship with their finance companies or whoever is providing their loans. Banks also provide loans as well. So they believe that the purpose of money is to have a good relationship or good credit with the finance companies in order to obtain things that they can't really afford anyways. Now that's a middle class person, and I think I'm currently on that middle class line. So I'm not in the rich person, which is this one down here. So a rich person believes that the purpose of money is to make money. Money makes more money. Okay. So a person who's rich doesn't think that money is to pay the bills. They also don't think that money is to obtain good credit. They understand that the transfer of money, the whole purpose of money, is for it to reproduce itself. Like Robert Kiyosaki says in Rich Dad Poor Dad, the rich invent money. Okay? And like I explained in a previous video talking about the Fed, they also print, their whole relationship with the government and the policies and the systems they put in place is basically that they print more money. So they just invent money, in a sense. So money is a transfer. We trade units of energy every day. So when we go to work on a job, we trade our energy. So we have so much energy and we sell 8 hours of that energy to an employer. Okay, now this is a quick Google stat that I got, and it was the average amount of time an individual can focus for is 15 to 20 minutes of concentration. Now this is just a general, general stat. It's not really based on any, deep and thorough research. It's just literally, I put a question into Google, like, how long can somebody focus for? And on average, it's about 15 to 20 minutes. So I felt like that information was important to kind of dissect on here, since my whole purpose is to talk about my thoughts and give you an update on where I'm at. Okay. I've also learned some other points that I won't really go into detail because I prefer to do like a further breakdown analysis of how, like, a plan or strategy that would be more not easier to understand, but a way that I can translate it through this video. Anyways, just wanted to start with that. I'll leave those thoughts there. I'll leave you to think about that. Second thing, we've got 2 current reads that going simultaneously. Now, the first one I actually started reading was this one, Get Over Your Damn Self. Now, I didn't realize what this book was about. I had no idea. I just borrowed it from the library. But this lady who wrote the book, she talks about the infamous multi-level marketing, network marketing, business strategies. Now, I know what you're thinking about network marketing and multi-level marketing and pyramid schemes in general. Although I do want to point out that a lot of the reason that those kinds of businesses are so successful is because they understand the sales funnel formula. And so there's some great tips in here. So I've just started reading it and I'm really challenged by a lot of the things she's saying because I don't particularly agree, but it's not like I have a 100% moral compass every second of every day. But I understand that the formulas and the strategies and the concepts that they use to, obtain these customers or to kind of sell products to people that they know. I understand that some of the formulas and some of the strategies will be very, very useful knowledge. So we'll leave that there. So far it's a good read. The second one I am also reading is the infamous Tony Robbins Money Master the Game, 7 Steps to Financial Freedom. I started this book maybe 2 days ago. The only reason I started 2 books at the same time is because I was in a different place both times. So when I didn't have my first read on me, I just started reading whatever book was closest, which was this one. And now this is a dense read. Look how thick it is. But we're going good so far. So I've just started it. And I understand a lot of the things that he's talking about. It's quite easy to read. It's just he likes to go into a lot of detail, hence all the pages. And I'm just like, dude, get to the point. Because for me personally, that I've identified is I prefer when things are summarized, whereas some people prefer like long ass detailed breakdowns, which I personally find a waste of time. But I understand that the concept, it takes a while for you. If you're trying to learn something new, then you need time to dwell on it, to connect with it, to add all these aspects and elements that would ultimately help you to remember the concepts in the book. So far it's a great read. He talks a lot about the stock market, funny enough, and the whole investing principles, like dollar cost averaging and a lot of other ways to time the market. And funny enough, so this book is based on interviews that he held with some of the world's top investors and hedge fund managers. So I can see why this book is related around investing in that sense. And yeah, it's a lot to read. So I doubt that I would get through this in a week, but I am highly positive and optimistic about potentially getting through this one. So far on the book front, we've got 2 books going at the same time. I also wanted to say, because I know I mentioned in my earlier videos that I would buy a Kindle and that I would buy an Amazon Unlimited Plus subscription. Now, things have changed where I've decided that a Kobo is actually a lot better option to purchase. So I have looked into the Kobo and I think that would be a better route to go down instead of the Kindle. Because the Kindle is quite what do you call it, one system, one ecosystem base, just like Apple is to Windows. Same thing, everything on the Kindle remains on the Kindle. You need to buy within these parameters, whereas with a Kobo it's a lot more freer, the same way that you can alter Windows computers, etc, etc. So I'll run through all the tasks I've done for today, because today is a Monday morning. First thing I did when I woke up is I went for about an hour walk. I had a shower. I did a 15 to 20 minute workout and stretch. I had breakfast. I had lunch. I've done an hour reading. I've also done about an hour of interview prep practice. And now I'm watching some more YouTube content. And then I'm going to start knocking off a couple more tasks I have on my list. So that's where I am at the moment. That's my current update. I didn't want to make this video too long, but I did want to make it a bit more information heavy rather than just my thoughts and what I'm thinking, because my information needs to be rooted somewhere so that there's somewhere to cut. I don't know how to explain. I wanted to, tell some information over this camera or into YouTube so that I can continue to analyze my thinking strategies. But yeah, I think I've done a decent amount of work. I think I could do a lot more today, and it's almost 3 o'clock. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, it's about 6 or 5 hours left of the day. So yeah, it's a lot. But I will leave this video here, and I'll be back next week with the next update. Peace.